All right, Black Power family. It's the General Seti. Y'all most definitely in for a powerful video today. Most definitely to my family out there checking me out, KingSeti.com, online marketplace. Official General Seti DVDs. We got t-shirts, hoodies. We got African and Kemetic jewelry. We got some fly things for you, family. Got some fly things for you. KingSeti.com. Check me out. Guaranteed. For the family looking for the exclusive live streams from the general. You understand? Exclusive for my family over there on Patreon. You see what I'm saying? You need to get over there. General Seti Patreon. General Seti Patreon. Got over 100 exclusive live streams, and that's the thing about my Patreon. I go live and give the family that full and live effect, nigga. I don't hesitate to come on live on Patreon and rock the house for the family. Guarantee. I ain't gonna never let you down. So get on, and for the family looking for that, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, got over 700 videos on, like, you know what I'm saying, classic material. That's all I can tell you. Classic material. 700 of all, across the country, across the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you a broad base, you know what I'm saying, visual representation of what it's like to be a motherfucking a real black revolutionary for a nigga. Been doing it, gonna continue to do it for the ancestors and for the liberation and uprise of my people. Okay? So make sure y'all get on over there, GeneralSeti.com, KingSeti.com, and Patreon, General Seti. Make sure you subscribe. In the bottom right corner, you see a subscribe button. Bottom right corner, you see a subscribe button. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm mistaken, then somebody tell me different. You can click that motherfucker or go on my main page and hit that damn subscribe button, notification, the bell, so they let you know when I'm going live, and like the video because you love it. Because goddamn it, this is going to be a hell of a ride, General said. All right. Now, I know I'm going to hurt your feelings. Because, we talking about the 6 armies waging war on blacks in America. And some of y'all motherfuckers but I want to be y'all frivolous relationships that don't go nowhere. We trying to move as a people, and you just want to have a frivolous ass fucking relationship with somebody just, you understand, to bring an ill frequency in what we trying to do. You see what I'm saying? And so, when we talk about these 6 armies waging war on blacks in America, one of them goddamn armies is our own self. You see what I'm saying? Is our own self. And that's the elephant in the room that don't nobody want to deal with. You see what I'm saying? We'll talk this shit, about what these other peoples do to us, and they do it. But if you dumb enough to goddamn let them do it, then how much is you gonna blame them? As or should you blame yourself? And so I've always said I blame the oppressor for every goddamn that they done wrong to our people. But what I blame our people for is continuing to let them do it. And we have not united as one tribe, one nation, black people in America, and begin to make some serious decisions on where we going as a people. Is you gonna stay in the belly of the goddamn beast and cry about being number 3? You got to see that, a lot of these races that are armies that we're going to talk about, they, you know what I'm saying? They just want the number 2 spot. You understand what I'm saying? And so we was number 2, and we can't be comfortable with that number being number 2. Black people have to be in certain areas. We got to be number 1. It's a gift for us. And so it's going to be a problem for these people to accept us going for the #1 spot. You know, that's just big nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, to stay #1, you got to see when motherfuckers is making moves. You know what I'm saying? And try to divert them damn moves. You see? And so, we got to, we got to come to understand, #1, that a lot of the things that we are doing, just like allowing these people to continue, after so many years, visually documenting this shit, and still we don't act like, it's no beef. It's no beef about nothing. And that, we ain't got shit for what our ancestors, worked for, and that's real motherfucking talk. And anybody out there that, even though I don't expect, but I know it's rightfully ours, that motherfuckers owe us. And so if they ain't owe, that's the part where we got to be hostile. Ain't no talk, because you know what you done to us, and you have denied it, and you don't pay up for it. You understand? And so we have to be hostile about our reality. And that's continuing to let these armies march into our community and wage war, economic war on us, destroying not only our communities, school systems and everything, in which they ain't ours no goddamn way. They ain't ours no goddamn way, but they snatching out every goddamn thing we need to be a people. You know what I'm saying? And so if motherfuckers is not addressing what's going on, you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just, these small little topics that people want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? This right here must stop. It must transfer administration immediately. Nah, like I say, one of the worst, because we allow it to happen. We got a sickness, you know what I'm saying, to where we feel like we got to run and give out whatever little wealth we got. And again, that's the crackatosis. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You got to run over there and show your allegiance. You know what I'm saying? You got to run over there and show your allegiance. But we, understanding the conditions of our people, understanding that we don't have all the time to be playing with motherfuckers about, you know what I'm saying? We got to move past these niggas. We cannot wait on them to get their mind right. I'm not even waiting. You know what I'm saying? This shit is elementary, basic, but center blocks of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't changing here, this is a automatic parameter where you can judge where your community is at. Now, again, we as our own people is one of the armies. And of course, we got, like I say, I personally start with, the air coming up out of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Controlling a major black population. And again, I done went over the wealth that they have stored up there in Dearborn, with all these damn gas stations and all these damn, liquor stores and many other kind of stores. You know what I'm saying? And just really building mega wealth off of the backs of black people. And this is a fucking shame that we think that this is something that's acceptable. We got a sickness we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And that's a sickness. That's a sickness of a lifetime. Because I'm sitting here looking at the statistics for all of these people, and they slightly, all of them, have gotten, statistics. And I don't want to just, but we got to look at it for what it is. We see the businesses down here, so we know that they're making money. You see what I'm saying? So we expect that they making money. And so, we got the air community, pillaging, but we letting him pillage. We letting him, and I don't know what fascination niggas have with the Arab, but obviously they do. And the same thing that the Arab is doing, and you look at Africa, how he's pillaging Africa, he's doing the same thing in the black community right here in America. He just took his global operation and brought it. Now he's doing it wherever he's at. He's doing it on the local level. They just pill, and they don't give a fuck about our people. And there's no monies that's coming from that. That money is flowing one way. You know what I'm saying? And on them, and that's an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because when it boils down to it, your community, that's the foundation of all wealth. Yeah, you're going to grow, but this is the core. You know what I'm saying? And everything else is established on top of that. Being able to, to stock the black community with all, with the necessities that they need. That got to be in our own hands. We can't allow people to control, because anything could pop off. Again, if this infrastructure go down and shit, and who coming for us? Ain't no motherfucking body coming for us. We got to be smarter than this. You know what I'm saying? We got to take certain elements of our existence out of the hands of others, or we gonna be in such a vulnerable goddamn state. You know what I'm saying? That if something bad happens, then it's just a fucked up predicament. You see what I'm saying? And being in this sickness where we allow everybody to suck, life from our bodies and shit. You know what I'm saying? And no new, energy coming back, to positive energy come, and it ain't supposed to be that way. You got the Oriental. So we say, I know the Arab, restaurants and shit, and we know the Oriental. We know what the beauty supplies and shit, and you know what I'm saying? The Chinese restaurants and shit, they can talk shit to us, and and I bring it up. I don't, I must bring that up. That Japan is, one of the main, when you talk about Sambo, these motherfuckers then took a derogatory image from, black people being in goddamn slavery and Jim Crow and all that other shit. And so they took little Sambo and shit, and it's one of the number one characters in Japan right now that they buy and shit. So, that just lets you know right there that they don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? And never would I would have thought that they should. And so that's what we got to give, thinking that a motherfucker got to care about you. You know what I mean? Nobody got to care about you. So we should get out of these fallacies and shit. That motherfucker, don't nobody, they just there for that free money. You see what I'm saying? And so we got the Orientals with waging war. You know what I'm saying? Because he know damn well if somebody come in his goddamn community and take over them elements of his community, and he know what his community gonna look like. He don't let that happen. The Arab don't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? They trying to wage war with the black nation. And a lot of people think that there's some type of some black and brown. That's bullshit, nigga. We rolling with one flag. I'm tired of motherfuckers thinking they can play on two fucking teams. You can't play on no two motherfucking teams. Nigga, we here, if you only play for one team. And so y'all niggas, y'all can't even do for self. You can't even think about yourself first and foremost. If you think about, you thinking you being racist and shit. And I don't even give a fuck about that. If it's about setting straight, what need to be set straight so we could be thinking right. Because we not thinking right to let these enemies amongst us and control elements they would never let us control of their community. You see what I'm saying? And so we, like I say, the Hispanic then, took over the second position. You know what I'm saying? And then old Biden got these 11 million immigrants that, you know what I'm saying, that he's supposedly bringing in, stockpiling some more of them motherfuckers to make their number bigger than ours, and we sitting over here looking silly, thinking that and not thinking about it strategically, not seeing that they stockpiling these motherfuckers on us. What? And so, you know, we don't look at it like that. You know, we think everything is goddamn yellow brick road. Niggas gonna scoot down the yellow brick road together. You see what I'm saying? And so we already waging war with them on many levels. And so they have a nationalistic endeavors to have power, not be friends, to have power in here. And so, which means not only is we're gonna fall down in numbers, we're gonna have everybody thinking that they could bully us. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't believe we got no smoke, because we lack, you know, the necessary growl, because, you know, niggas has been punked by this beast, and niggas has been cowering every time somebody you don't want no smoke. Even if we say on the range, you know, 10% smoke with it, you know, and 90%, you know what I'm saying? So y'all just don't want no smoke. And the fact that y'all don't want no smoke, you understand, is the reason why we cannot successfully. Because when you're able to do this to a people for a certain amount of time, and they don't step up and act like, you know, they understand that this is a sickness, to let other people do us like this. This is not acceptable. I don't give a fuck what no economics or nothing. This is unacceptable. And the fact that they could do us like this show you how they feel, because they know that damn near the heart, you know what I'm saying, to pull the heart out of a community where they don't have no finance to put back in there. And so they know what they're doing, so they willing participant. And so that's why I want you to quit thinking that they're your friend, that they, you know, they ain't got nothing but, you know, our demise at the core of their beliefs. Every last one of them. Our demise as a nation. You see, they got our demise, every last one of them. You know what I'm saying? And so we got the Arab, the Oriental, the Hispanic. We already know about the Anglo-Saxon, Germanic, Nordic, Neanderthal. We got them. You understand what I'm saying? And so, and you know, and on top of that, we know what they about. You understand what I'm saying? We know what they about. You know, and we know better than anybody. And so we can't let people come over and think they can explain the American Neanderthal to us. They can't do that. We know who he is. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, and what's been done to our people and shit, we know what has happened. And they know what is, and they have not made right, because they wasn't going to make right, because they ain't right. And so to continue to ask some people, you know what I'm saying, that could do these things to us openly, in the end, we talking about, you know, not far, you know, and there's really no excuse for people to act so savage. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think, you know, I don't want to go back and say, oh, if it was maybe 6,000, our people have never acted this savage. I don't give a fuck where you go back in history. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so they've known what they've done better than anybody we've known. And that's the elephant in the room, because if it's going to weigh, we're going to put it in the scales of it got to weigh. Got to weigh. So if these people have done these horrendous things to us, we got to quit acting like these little lame excuses that we throwing out is balancing the scale, because there got to be balanced by frequency. It got to be balanced by weight. The you know what I'm saying? You know, the thing, you know, you can't come with a hard 400-year oppressive regime with their foot on our neck to some small, you know, ideology, you know, the from the brutality, the years that's in the DNA. You can't just talk to like that. Think they're gonna come up out of it. This shit is in our people. You know what I'm saying? They have, genetically mutated certain characteristics in our people. But the thing is, our people know he doing it, and they try to keep silent about it. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's where we own the damn, what he's doing to our people, because we know that he's doing it. And we think that the little degree getting, the little job getting, and a little, that's not, that elephant is still in the room, regardless to whether you're talking about it or not. And that's really what's determining the state of the world right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because soon as that black man and woman wake up and cut off the supply lines that's running from these other communities down into, when we cut that motherfucker off, you will see the power that you got. You see what I'm saying? And you will see the power that you have. But it's gonna take courage. Because, again, we have had the courage to step up and, and very, very severe brutality have been put down on our people. You understand what I'm saying? Very severe brutality has been put down on our people. And so, we're going to have to rise up to that and deal with that. That we have a fear that if we go to a certain level, then they coming out with the major guns. And that's always been our fear. You know what I'm saying? Even if we doing right, we scared to challenge in any way the number one spot. Ain't no challenge in that. You see what I'm saying? So if we not gonna challenge for number one, we gonna always remain at the bottom. We ain't got no hopes to be on the top. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no hopes to be on the top. That's crazy to think we gonna, and being manipulated in another man's system to think that we could come up from out of nowhere, while they already heavily stacked at the top with all that goddamn wealth. I don't see it. I'm not no damn fool. You know what I'm saying? You got to start your own system. You got a better chance of starting your own system and, putting that creative energy in the foundation of it. And whatever you got to go through to get through, early on, you working through shit that you might not know what the fuck, but you learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some problems with, forming and doing for self, but goddamn, when you got to see it, so you know what the problems is. You understand what I'm saying? You got to start stepping towards it so you can see what the problem is. And it may not be as big as you think that it is. And so we got the Anglo-Saxon, Germanic, white, we got the Hispanic, we got the Oriental, we got the Arab, we got our own selves, and then you got the continental black Africans that's coming over here. You see what I'm saying? And you know what? And we must address this. You know what I'm saying, y'all? What has been offered to us, as far as, coming back. I know we could come home, but we should have been brought home right. You know what I'm saying? We should have been brought home right. And so there should have been dialogue. You know what I'm saying, with Africans and a diaspora Africans and continental Africans. What this look like on a national scale. You know what I'm saying? And so now they coming to America, and that's all right. But understandably, our ancestors built motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And how is y'all to come over here and and not show brotherhood and sisterhood and benefit? From what I had to tell people, fuck what you heard. We built this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so when you come over here, you know what I'm saying? Are you over here to be in unison with us? But we, you know, like I say, we are on tribe also. You know what I'm saying? And in that, many people owe us. You know, many people owe us, you know, in one way or another. And so that's the elephant in the room for me. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, if ain't nobody addressing it, you know what I'm saying? You know, we need to be having a conversation between Africans, continental Africans, and Africans in the diaspora. Heavy goddamn conversation. So we can get, you know, get this shit off our chest because it need to be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? But are they coming over here? You understand what I'm saying? To work with the oppressor. You understand what I'm saying? And benefit. You understand, from this gravy train that's been, you know, built on the backs of black people, and then talk down on us like all the other peoples that, you know, talk down on us but benefit so greatly. You understand what I'm saying? For, you know, pillaging our community. And so we got all of these people thinking that they can come and get wealthy off of the backs of the black community. This is totally unacceptable. And why this, you know, why this particular framework we dealing with, and I'm showing you, you know, this is, you can take this anywhere. This is a solid format. You know what I'm saying? To take anywhere in the world and run it. You know what I'm saying? And that core community business, that's strictly, you know, that's interior. You understand what I'm saying? That's only for the family. You can't let people get that's just the law of the land. You don't let people get that. And it, you know, it's a sickness how that has been taken from our minds to where we will let people own shit like this. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. And you shouldn't go nowhere in the goddamn, nowhere in the world, and you the majority people, and you not controlling them basic businesses that we go to every day. You know what I'm saying? Immediately had them. Because you ask where we should work. You can look right there. Where the hell is black people taking that dollar every day when they leave out of the house? And I guarantee you it's one of them goddamn businesses. Yeah, you got you know, you got the larger stores, but them basic neighborhood stores, if they right there in the vicinity and they ain't got to go far to get to it, that's the one that they're going to. You see what I'm saying? And so again, when it comes to these stores, they getting that everyday money out of us. And that's a very big and large chunk of money on a yearly basis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they are teaching my people out there, but niggas have got to wake up and understand, you know, global African supremacy. You know what I'm saying? And within supremacy, you hear the word premier. Black people got to be premier and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And everything that within our own community. You know what I'm saying? We should control our history books. You know, the black image should be divine within the black. And so we should see it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because we put it there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we should, you know, just like you go into Greek peoples, you know, Greek, what they call it, Greek town, and goddamn little Italy and little China and this, that, and the third. Then our communities should be little Africas and shit all over wherever we at. You know what I'm saying? And if we think in the, you know, have some, you know, some blackness that we identify with as a nation. You know what I'm saying? We can't do it, you know, in those cities because niggas is gonna get picked off like that. We have to move as a nation. If we move as a nation, we're a very, very powerful force. Yes, it take organization and a whole lot of shit, but that shit we could do. It's just the fact that we have been living these lives for so goddamn long that, you know, when you do something for so long, it take, you know, it's such a hard, but goddamn it, if you know it's right, you obligated to make the change. You see what I'm saying? you obligated. And it's more than 6 because I didn't put another one of them outside of, and I guess that could be in us, is the religious factor where is just pulling so much goddamn money out of the community. Yes, religion is an enemy of black people because goddamn it, if you put that much money into something, then you should be able to show what you got out of it in any great worth. You know what I'm saying? And we have got shit out of goddamn religion, but some damn pastors that can fucking ride around in all type of goddamn Mercedes Benz and Bentleys and all this kind of shit, got airplanes and shit, and these kids down here ain't even got, the basic essentials of life. You know what I'm saying? And so this shit is crazy. When you think about the money that the church, has taken in, they could have took care of the community and still live like God. So it really wasn't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a lot of things done for the community. They just chose not to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just chose not, and that's unacceptable for them to be taken back because as we can see, there's nobody putting no money into the black community. So then every little dollar counts. So if the church is going to take that much amount of money, then they should have a Jesus for Black Economics Fund. You know what I'm saying? And it should be something that they're coming together to, build homes and build, and take some control over these communities in that kind of way so that they don't have to beg. And then the church can also be, put some money into some grocery store, along with blacks that, got a couple dollars. Shit that I know that they could put some money in and easily, you can see, and manage it where, that's not hard. God damn, you can't manage a grocery store. Damn, and then, get the farming going so we can get food. This is shit that we must. Ain't no success without this. Ain't no success. If a motherfucker come and tell you another plan and that motherfucker don't include growing food, having some trucks to take that shit to every black city in America and drop that shit off and keep, and keep your lines, moving. You know what I'm saying? That shit easy. And that's where Vic stars when we got that. Don't let them put no motherfucking bells and whistles in your face and think, have clothes. You see what I'm saying? Clothing store. This is shit that we could do. But because we've been taught away from our nationalism, and that's the highest ideals of a people. We should always talk about it. I don't want no motherfuckers to start talking about all the negative shit and don't talk about the positive shit. Our elders told us these days would come, but they taught us against the elders. It's not your fault. They taught you, they said go get back in the church and join all these crazy ass cults and shit that niggas, they ain't talking about no black only, BOP, B-O-P, BOP, black only policies, TAC, TAC, total African control. I know how to get it together. You know what I'm saying? But we got to have the courage to say we got to step away from everybody else to get right. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be fucked. We need to get right. There's some serious shit that happened to our people, and we need to get, hit reset on all this shit. And so we could get our right mind and accept that we got a sickness, and it's across the board. We got a sickness, and we running from ourselves, going deeper and deeper in. But the only thing you could do, niggas, is face the man and the woman in the mirror and accept reality for what it is and make a move towards it. That's what the fuck we gotta do. We can't keep looking at you handle your business. It's gonna be a whole lot of motherfuckers out there on the individual level that's handling. As long as we doing that, we gonna run into each other as we moving, because if the frequency is there, so that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But just taking care of yourself and make sure that you not playing a role in the destruction of your own nation by participating in any of this shit. If you ain't got to go in the liquor store, nigga, don't take your ass in there. Flat the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Raise up, nigga. Find another way to do it. Find a black store. Find another way to do it. Don't tell me that's I can't do, bitch, shut up. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You got a reason to stay on this motherfucking tip. Gas station. Stay out of that shit. You's the God King. The nigga living on your soil, on your throne, and you got enough nerve to bring tribute in here and throw it on the motherfucking floor to this man. What kind of shit is that? Restaurant, motherfucker cooking up. Think you not even a human being. And so what you think he doing in your meal, nigga? So come on now. If they don't even think of you as a human being, then why would you go in their restaurants and let them feed you and shit? You see? You can't make nobody want, fuck that. If you don't, thank you for letting me know you don't fuck with me. Thank you. I appreciate all the people. Thank you for letting me know you don't fuck with me. It's much easier. I cut your ass on off. It's not a problem. You see what I'm saying? And so, family, I just wanted to make sure, I give you some core things of what General Seti, I'm straight, down with the Garveyite. But, my movement is global African supremacy. You know what I'm saying? We must be supreme. And we can't be dilly-dallying. Ain't no partnership. Ain't no out of the family, ain't no out of the family seats at the table. Any seat you see at this table, black only. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people can't deal with that, but I can, because I know it's the one because I really love my people. I wouldn't just sit up here and tell them no lie and have them thinking that, it's not going to come. You know what I'm saying? And so we could talk about how we can get a grip, and we can use this blueprint anywhere we go on the planet. This is a formula that you could take anywhere on the planet. See what I'm saying? And begin to practice global African supremacy within your community. You know what I'm saying? And, and in doing that, you empower yourself, and then you can really make the changes that you so long and hoped for. You cannot expect that this man will put you in the number one spot. We got to quit dilly-dallying. You know what I'm saying? And so, family, I want to thank you for coming out and be aware of these groups. Just like they got a list with you on it and shit. They got lists with all type of terroristic groups and shit. And you got a group of those that are waging war on the black community, even ourselves. We ain't got enough love for ourselves. And, and that's why I continue to show the greatness of our people, so they can, once again, water that seed of excellence that's deep down inside of them, and let it go ahead and blossom and get back to where we need to be. And so for family out there, if you've seen what, and I'll get back to natural law. You know what I'm saying? We too late in the game to act like, if I show you this is what he is, then you should accept that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality to get me fucked up, because I show people this is what he is. So when we talk about interacting and all of this shit, I don't understand how people can forget. And once we understand that, then we have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to address that, in strength. You know what I'm saying? In strength. And that's why, I call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact that we are going no further. And as far as staying in the belly of the beast, are we going to go any goddamn further in the state of mind that we in. Motherfuckers got to look at this shit right here as sickness. You know what I'm saying? And it's a necessity for us to heal. You understand? Accept that and deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? And the relief will be immediately. Once you understand that and you see the power is in your hand, then you're going to really see the demon come out. Because they don't want to see you take back your right mind and take these treasure chests out of their possession. So they're going to have a problem with you just waking up. They need an ignorant motherfucker that don't, just in total turmoil, not accepting the elephant in the room. That's exactly what they need so they can stay in control. You understand? We must become rebellious about our reality. We can't just be sitting around here because it's, again, and I'm going to end on this. They is trying, with this immigration shit, with Biden, they trying to bring 11 million more motherfuckers up in here. You understand what I'm saying? And they ain't, we already on the soil. So they bringing motherfuckers in on top of our numbers. You know what I'm saying? To stack a lot of these groups and give them more power in a lot of respects than us. And we ain't even got what they owe us before even any of these motherfuckers ever showed up. And so there's a discussion that because they coming over here benefiting off of our shit. And we're not talking about this is real. We can't talk about no goddamn reparation when we ain't stopped the bloodletting right here and right now. This is bloodletting. So if you ain't got enough mind, well, that right there let me know you ain't ready for no reparation. If you can't get these bloodsuckers off your neck doing this every goddamn day. So that's my dealing with that, and I will get back, but just to let you know, this is what's going on. So immediately you should devise a plan which don't take these is adversaries to our upliftment. These are adversaries to our upliftment. And so we got to, we should program ourselves to do better with our finances than to take it over to people that's going to use it against us anyway. Why would we empower them to destroy us? It don't make no sense. It's a sickness. And I want people to understand it's a sickness. It's a goddamn sickness. And you got to get over it. This shit has come through hundreds of years of brutality. But at some point in time, just knowing that's no excuse. That means, motherfucker, it's time to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's time to get it. And you know what I'm saying? Everything that's due us. And then everything that need to be flowing gonna be flowing. Any other way, you gonna be ducking and dodging a motherfucker. We can't duck and dodge nobody. Fuck that. It's time to look motherfuckers in their eyes and deal with it. And don't tell nobody I didn't tell you. Don't be acceptable to this integrationalist bullshit. And don't be just quick to run and make the power of the black community lesser. You understand what I'm saying? Making the power, of the black community lesser because we want to go down all these separate goddamn, lanes that ain't going no goddamn where. We got to come and come to some unified understanding of where we going, and I believe we could do that. And when we step across the water, we stepping across the water with that same energy and power. You see what I'm saying? That we coming to ask some questions and we want some answers. You know what I'm saying? And we deserve answers. And I believe that a lot of the talks that need to be happening that's going to determine the future for us as a people, it will start to appear, right before our eyes when we start having these conversations. But if we do not, talk about these elephants in the room, the fact that we have not talked to our people back at home on the continent is a serious, a serious, problem that we got. You know what I'm saying? Because we late in having goddamn conversations we should have had a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? We should have had these, but we have not had it. So what? We don't have no understanding. We don't have no understanding what's going to happen when we go back out. For some of us, yeah, but for most of us, we don't. We don't. We need to have that. There's nothing wrong with that. Having an understanding, as we, come back home. But we should have an understanding again that we one tribe, that come from this land that we call America, and we've been through a very unique experience which caused us to be one. We've been over here under a unique oppressor, a unique history that made us the particular African nation tribe that we are, even though we away from home. You know what I'm saying? We got to harness that. That is the core of anything that we do, the strengths that we already possess. It ain't like we coming from nothing. We just don't benefit from the shit that we produce. We don't benefit from it. That's a sickness. When we don't benefit from the greatness of the shit that we, whether it be music, whether it be culture, whatever it is, if we don't benefit from that shit, that's the sickness, to continue to let that go on unabated for years. Been raping our music, been raping this, that, and the third. Been going on for years. So anywhere I look, if it's a relationship with somebody, they raping us, they raping us. Ain't no motherfucking fair trade or nothing. The music, the entertainment, they raping motherfuckers. And then got niggas out there talking silly. You know what I'm saying? Rapping silly shit to keep these niggas out here confused. And so that's a state of war. To let, and that's another core thing that you don't let nobody control is your music. That's nationalistic, the highest, importance, to have your music, because you can see where it can take your people. So if the music is powerful enough to take niggas' minds into the low gutter and shit just off of some damn beats, goddamn well you got to control that and keeping the music uplifting and, keeping them, you know what I'm saying? You let the man take control of the drum and now he got the poison coming all through the airway. You see what I'm saying? You don't let nobody get control. We ain't that cool. And that's people that's caught up into the globalist, integrationalist program, which is death. Is death to the black community. Death. There's no life in integration. We can do it ourselves, and we can. You know what I'm saying? We just got to see us doing it. You know what I'm saying? We doing it every day by doing it for other people. And when we take the focus and put it on our own selves, you understand that same energy. We building the Arab empire, building the Oriental, Chinese, Korean empire, building the Hispanic empire, and everybody else, the Anglo-Saxon, Germanic white man, building him an empire. So you can build an empire, you just ain't building it for yourself. So I have all utmost belief that we could get it together if we get this crackatosis and this niggeritis out of our heart. And that's why I came with that, and I got to continue to come with it. So y'all can see all of the shit that goes in the other disease. I got the 15 deadly diseases of niggerdom. And you know what I'm saying? And you got to see is wiping motherfuckers out all over the damn planet Earth. You see what I'm saying? Wiping them out all over the planet Earth. So family, I'm going to keep y'all in tune. Thank you for being here. Make sure you get on over there to Seti.com, Seti University, a storehouse of advanced African knowledge presented by the General Sarasu Seti himself. Goddamn it, probably over 30 years of research and a lot of that information and more to come. So want that mega opus, GeneralSeti.com. Y'all already know KingSeti.com is the place to be. Official General Cyrus Seti product, DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry. Get on. I got some fly shit, guarantee you. Ain't gonna hold you up. Just look. Take a look and see. Got something fly for you. KingSeti.com. And make sure y'all get on my Patreon. Y'all know what it is. For exclusive live streams. Got a lot of shit exclusive to my Patreon. And the main thing that it is live stream. And I got a lot of lectures that I only present on Patreon. And so I got some heavy shit that you just gonna want to have access to. So Patreon, General Cyrus Seti. All right, family, thank you for being in the house. Subscribe. Both YouTube pages, General Seti, Cyrus Seti. Down in the bottom right, you see the subscribe, or go to the main page, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I get live. Like the video because you love it. All right, family. Black Pop.